The following short video is an example of how you get to the live classroom in the event that you've never accessed a live Collaborate classroom before. Here you see that we've landed on the landing page of Mac 570, and it hasn't been totally populated yet. I'm going to be working on that during today, and today being Monday, June the 6th, and tomorrow. But if you want to access the live classroom, you go to the left-hand side to the what we call the live classroom link. You hover on that and you click on that. That's going to take you to a new landing page. And here you see some information. Now, the two boxes at the top where it says join room and create session, you simply ignore those. What you're more interested in are the classes that are scheduled down here. You can see that we have a live class scheduled on June the 6th. It starts at 7:15 p.m. and goes on to 9:45 p.m. Now, what you don't see is you don't see that little blue dot next to the live class, because that little blue or purple dot is a Collaborate symbol, and what that says is this class is not active yet. But what I've done is I've created a demonstration class, which right now is a live class, and you can see the purple button. And now, in order to go to that class, I simply click on the Collaborate button. And now, there under demonstration class, it says join room. I'm going to click on this. However, in some cases, if that does not work, what you do is you go down to this URL here and you download the Blackboard Collaborate Launcher, which I'm going to be doing with this button up here. You load it down here. Sometimes for some people in some browsers, the join room doesn't work. So if it doesn't work, try following this URL and follow its instructions. Right now, I'm just going to join room. I don't really need any room identification number. We don't need the participant phone number, or you don't need the PIN number. All you need to do is get into the classroom. So here, join room. Now it's asking me to open with the Blackboard Collaborate Launcher. I'll click OK. And you can see the files downloading to my browser. Now it's verifying the application. Sometimes it'll stop here, and you may have to download it yourself from this basically where the item was downloaded to the browser. Do you want to run this application? And in this case, my answer would be yes, run. And this takes a few minutes, and it can take a few minutes, so you need to be patient. Now I'm in the Blackboard classroom. You can see me listed as a participant. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this screen over just a little so you can see the entire classroom. Now, since I didn't make the window big enough. Now in this particular case, what you want to do is when you come in is you want to first go to this little symbol here. It looks like, I call it an exploding microphone, but when you click on it, it will be the audio setup wizard. So what you want to do is select your audio device. And in this case, I have my Logitech USB headset I'm going to use. So I click on that. Okay. And then I play.
Welcome to the Audio Setup Wizard.
And I'm going to get the voice, and I can basically find out if, determine whether the speaker volume is comfortable. I'm going to say yes. And now if I have a microphone, and again, you can use a microphone in a headset or your computer or a standalone microphone. Here I'm picking my headset, and again, okay. And now I can record my voice for a few seconds. You can see it recording there, and you can use a slider to increase it or decrease it. Hit stop, and I can play it back.
Record my voice for a few seconds.
So I find that both my microphone is set up fine and my my speakers are set up fine. And again, I would advise that you use a microphone. If you have to ask a question, you can ask a question in 10 seconds. It takes 1 or 2 minutes to type. So if you have that option, and most of you do if you're going to be using a portable laptop, either as a headset, using a headset, or using the microphone on your computer, try to use that if you can. Now that we have set up the microphone and the sound system, Now we're going to go back here to the main Blackboard area and take a look at a couple of the features. The first thing you can see is I've downloaded, at least partial because of the size of the screen, I've downloaded a portion of a PowerPoint presentation. When we're doing our live classes, we're going to have some lecture, but the majority of our class work will be in reviewing and answering questions that you may find, or similar questions that you'd find on the CPA exam. In this particular case, we have a question, and it would obviously fit in the regulation section under contracts, and this is question number 4. It's not important as to the details of this question right now, but what we want to do is you're going to be presented with the question, then given a certain amount of time to complete the question. When you're done completing the question, what you'll do then is select the correct answer, A, B, C, or D. You do that simply by going to underneath, in this case, participants with me here, and you'll pick item either A, B, C, or D. I'm just going to pick C here at random. So now I've selected C, and what happens, everybody else is also going to do that. So at the end of the time then, we will have everybody, I will issue what's called a whiteboard summary of our everybody's responses. And what you'll see at this point then is the number of people who answered A, B, C, or D, the number out of the number that we've had answer, plus the percentage. So you can help gauge the way you've answered against the way other people have answered. After that then, in the next slide, we'll go on and we will talk about the answer and why the answer was correct and why some of the other answers were incorrect. And then we'll move on to question number 5. Now, a couple of other items that you'll want to know about is if you actually want to adjust your sound, you can simply adjust it by using this bar right here. Then that'll adjust it up or down. If you want to use a microphone, you simply press talk. And in this case, I don't have the microphone plugged in, but when I press the talk buttons, it would show that that's activated and I can talk. And when I'm done talking, I just press it again and get rid of, basically mute the microphone. And again, if my microphone volume has to change, I can use a slider at the top. You can also use emoticons if that's an issue. I mean, if you have an issue. The other thing is that if you happen to want to be away for a few minutes, all you do is click this button and it'll say that you're away, that I won't be, if I see you're away, I won't be calling on you. The other thing is this is the one you'll probably use the most. This is a hands up button. When you click on that, it'll raise its hand and I'll see you raising your hand in the moderator site. Typically, if you're going to ask a question or type a question, you should do that and let me know so I'm anticipating it. And then when you are done raising your hand, you can go ahead then and click it again, and then that would take it away. Now, if you want to leave your session, for whatever reason, I'm moving this over here again, what you'll simply do is click the close box. If you have an issue regarding your session, it freezes up or whatever, go ahead, close yourself out and re-enter the session again. That usually fixes your problem. So with that, that's the end of this very brief video. Thank you very much.